Let's welcome right to come in! How we doing, boys? All right?
Very good, mate.
Good. Big news.
What?
G Diddy's moving house.
Well, I'm not moving this shit.
Is that why you want Big Swanee? Are you talking to Big Swanee? Right, good.
Aye, I'm in for
What's the thinking time with moving house?
just a bit of difference, you know what I mean? You need a wee bit
Whereabouts?
Motherwell, mate. I'm never moving out of Motherwell. Got Asda up the road. I've got my walker.
No, there's Asda different.
Nah,
There's Asda.
It's not the only Asda in Scotland.
I wouldn't get into Van Hamilton because I don't know where everything is. I know where every single thing is in Asda and Motherwell.
Baby oil
Oh,
and Motherwell. Asda sold out this week. You must have been in a lot this week, mate.
The big X's are
A
like
lot of change going on in your life, isn't there?
there's a lot of change.
There's a lot of change going on.
What else is changing?
Changes more. Changing hospital.
So he did?
Changing.
Oh,
Changing to BBC.
right. Know where I was when?
BBC will not have him since they put them off air.
Oh, fuck.
Aye, did it, that was class.
Do you know where I was Wednesday?
Yeah.
Mate, I'm booked in, right? Big news. I'm getting the hair done.
Are you?
Aye, mate.
Aye, I'm getting it done.
Ah, good on you.
Do you want to go for 2 for 1? You'd look good again. I remember your pictures, Rangers, with the lot.
I'm happy, but I'm all right with
You
the
should.
bald. I'm
Get the.
No, you shoot the ball. You both of you shoot the ball.
I couldn't be bored. Then you need to wash it and comb it and all that. I can't be bored with all that.
Comb it.
Comb it.
I'm not
Brush it, whatever you
How's
do.
been thinner since you were on this morning?
I'm not getting.
Since you've lost your job, how's been thinner?
That fucking desert island fucked me right
Hairspray.
up. I've got to say, I'm not getting it done this summer. But
Are you going to start getting Botox and all that?
aye, I'm
You said
getting
that.
in
What do you mean
for.
start? He's had that.
No, I haven't.
Have you
but-
had
no,
Botox,
get there.
right?
Look.
The eyebrows, mate.
Come on, they're in.
Right, look, I'll show you the difference. Look, that's a fuck.
You let fuck.
Show the
Show the camera, show the camera.
What a fucking
Look,
joke.
the
I
difference.
know.
By the way,
Jack Nicholson.
you know what? You know why they bits of your myth so worn on that recliner. Imagine the guys moving house with him, getting that recliner.
Nah,
fucking
mate.
hands stuck to the stickiest recliner I've ever moved. How you dealt? You were doing the Rangers game.
Aye. Oh, Sunday night.
Oh, I was listening to
That's
you.
a horrible time, right enough, innit?
8 o'clock on us.
Aye. But everything was okay in the game. We're just talking about it, weren't we? It was a game that Rangers were always going to win. We're always in control of. They played with 4 strikers in the second half, right enough.
Did that?
So it was a bold move, but aye.
You just go 4 up.
Aye, they went 4 strikers. I mean, they brought on, was it Sabide? He come on. Kimpioco as well. They had beat
Both
Clarke.
names said wrong, but I love it.
But it is. I'll get chin for that. So I did. By the way, all these names. No, like try to pronounce all these names and all that. You've got to.
fucking
But
hard,
people get all uptight about that. Relax, mate. Listen, we make mistakes.
You're making an effort.
No.
Of course, you're making an effort. You're trying your best. If you're having a laugh, you're having a laugh at yourself. Don't take.
You said you were having a laugh with Callum Davidson.
That
tells you how bad the game must have been if you're having a laugh with Callum Davidson, for fuck's sake.
Listen, I like Callum Davidson.
Him and Gordon Smith meet up once a week for a laugh, man.
The best part was he had a go at my gear. I didn't have a go back because we're trying to talk football at that point. You know, I mean, remember his suit in that cup fight?
Oh, it was fucking the baggiest suit ever, man.
He was slapping the linesman, wasn't he?
So I just let it go.
Hey, you're fucking offside, mate.
But he's sport Billy, isn't he? He's brilliant at golf,
Oh,
good at
everything.
tennis.
Oh, he's good.
Comes from
Oh,
he's good at everything.
By the
No
way,
way.
Aye.
He's a
Just
fit for management. Was it?
Cal's a good lad.
Yeah, he's a
I enjoyed his company.
And you were up in Dingwall, mate. How's that? Who'd you drive up with?
Keegs.
Who is that? The guy that runs Sky?
Aye.
Kevin Keegan.
Yeah, mate.
He's doing a great job, isn't he? There was so much
Went up with Keegs.
Went up with the gaffer.
On the back.
Went up with the
Aye, that's it,
gaffer.
aye.
Innit?
the brown nose up the gaffer.
Do you stay your night? Is it an overnight meal?
Aye.
Aye.
One bed,
well,
a one bed,
you
having
seen
Keegs.
it?
Having Keegs and a
There
one
was
bed.
more than the 2 years up there.
Keegs went for a shiting pan. There's the Keys are on up in the pan.
I'm intrigued. Did you stay in Dingwall?
No, Inverness.
Aye. So you're not staying in Dingwall?
Where'd you stay?
Inverness.
I don't know the name.
Just get a wee wine the night before.
Couple of beers, aye.
Who about you? Keegs.
Sounds good.
Everybody.
So Ailey.
He had a couple of wines.
Boydie.
Boydie, Sutty, Aidan was up. And
Bad. He's not tempted to go it.
Do you know what? I go for it.
Johnny Foxes.
Imagine he's turned
Johnny
up
Foxes.
Where is
absolutely
it?
mad with it during the game.
I'd enjoy it much more if we were steaming.
Aye.
It'd be
It's like
amazing,
the
wouldn't it?
referee. Remember the referees in Europe? They've been Polish boys.
A few weeks ago,
Wasn't it? Aye. They met up and all that, and then just went for it, and were knocking traffic cones and all that at 2 or 3 in the morning.
What?
They took half a game.
They get took aye.
It's a European game, wasn't it?
The referees have been doing that the full fucking year, and that word's been
So
said,
it
man.
went.
What does Boyd eat on the way? Would you stop in the garage?
On the way back down.
Get lunches on the way back?
No, we didn't. Normally we do stop. No, we stopped and had a wee bit of pasta and that, surprisingly.
Pasta?
Aye.
Did you do that?
Where? Aviemore?
Aye.
Did you?
No, you
Nah, you got
It's
to
It was too busy. Too busy.
Was it?
Was
I was mobbed, aye.
Oh, and there'd be no Celtic fans as well.
Queued
Boyd,
out the
shagged
door.
it.
Son,
Queued out the
I'd
door.
be I'll have instead. Fuck that.
Mate, I asked you one time before we get on as well. I've seen you fancy this Ruth Langford. She's in the Bird You Fancy. Eamon Holmes is it? I've seen a wee clip of Ruth.
Did you?
Said roof.
Ruth, I had
I
the
know.
Ruth. Am I
Right,
Ruth?
pull you up and then you're saying roof.
No, roof.
Is that roof with an F?
I don't know, how do you say Ruth?
Roof.
Roof.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Well, you gave a fuck a minute ago. Get your
Your lips nearly hot me there. I thought it was a fucking bug.
Did you know how much you'd done Eamon Holmes, so?
I don't give a fuck.
You know what she'd done? She took his stair lift out the house, so...
Right.
I couldn't get off for a pod.
He's winding us up.
I know,
He's
but it's
alright.
quite nasty,
Bet you
that.
he's good about. See, man, see, he gets in the house now. I bet she's walking about, dancing about and all that. Smooching with his new bird.
Think so?
Aye. Aye, it's a certainty. Bet she's got his own gym and all that. It's on the treadmill.
He's got his
Right,
in.
Quite right.
And then he goes out and then he's in. Aye.
He's on the wee scooter. Would you chasing her about the living room, the coffee table with a boner, wasn't he? Stick like that.
We know what
Imagine
your
I'm naked on one of them.
we know what your mobility scooter's got to be. Your mobility scooter's just got to be a motorised recliner, innit?
Imagine that the most...
Doing the straffy.
Just lying away back like that.
Big G Diddy, man, would you be wanting to fight Holmesy for her?
Oh, fuck, I'd slap him about for
I don't know, mate, I think he punches fuck at you.
You think so?
Hold you
Nah,
down.
he's a wee beefcake.
He's in the gym. He's in the gym.
He's a fucking beefcake.
He's in this one. He's in the gym. He's a wind up. That's all kid on.
He's a wee
Doing
beefcake.
the London Marathon.
Incredible. I was on a flight to London yesterday and met one of your former players, Gordon Moffat.
I had him.
Did I know who he is?
He's waiting for him to jump in, he's going.
Aye, where's it? Glenafton, the juniors. I'm sure you were there.
He's now the Clyde Bank manager. You were there because he said you were really scary. Did you were a scary
So
bastard?
it was never scary.
Right, that's what I'm only didn't shoot the messenger. Mate.
Doing very well.
What a love.
He's doing well with Clyde Bank,
great.
really well.
Saved that way.
He did say you done fuck all and you done missed it.
Oh, that was true. Oh, aye.
But he says you were both heroes.
Aye.
He says you met him in the car park at the fort to sign him. Do you remember it?
No.
I'm terrible with names.
Did I?
But I would know his.
No, his face.
It's the usual.
good boy,
I'm
good boy.
murder with names. So he's doing well. Good. That's a game.
Aye, is it Clydebank? He's fucking...
Excellent.
He says you met him in a car park at the fort.
Oh, I
Bird
met a
jump
lot
out
of
the
people
motor
in
and
the
he
car
jumped in.
park. Got a lot of signing in the car parks.
He says it was arse prints over your bonnet.
just that gap in the window. Just sign that for it, pal. Oh, blacked out window. Just sign that.
Who's that doing there, Nindy? Who's that doing there, Nindy? Just sign that.
You know what I mean? How come you're sitting in the back?
Incredible. I've got a pet peeve.
Go.
Sitting next to the guy in the flight. This
So
is a
bad.
true story, right?
A pet peeve.
They were the like sitting on the flight down to London yesterday, so I'm there, there's a space in between and then there's a guy there, right? So the woman comes in and says, do you want any teas or coffee? I said, can I have a coffee? He gets a coffee. So I'm watching him putting his milk in his coffee and he's not paying attention and he spills milk on his tray.
Right.
So by this time I start talking to him, start getting chatting to him. The woman comes back to get the rubbish and he puts all his rubbish in, but the milk's still on his tray while I'm talking. So I'm just looking at this bit of milk and thinking, what's he going to do with this here? Because there was napkins there, he's not used them.
He's putting
now putting them in the bin. He's went like that with his hand. Right? Right? And then for some reason
Wipe him on his gear.
when he's talking to me, he starts so I'm sitting on I'm trying to fucking avoid this guy touching me with milk on his hands.
That's a
Never went once and washed his hands, so he must be jumping about London with fucking semi-skimmed hands.
Once he's
milk
stinking,
stinks.
by the way, innit? Hey, I've got one. I've got a pet peeve. My telly went on the blink last week, or a week, about 10 days ago anyway, for Costco. So they come, Costco really.
Serves you right getting a
They
fucking
come.
telly for Costco.
Different gravy. They come, they pick it up. So they say, but then they go, I'll get about 7 to 14 days before they fix it and bring it back. But they bring it back within the 7 days. But they bring it back what? Still broke. Fucking 2 guys come in, right? 2 days like that, and the one that noticed me right away, big boy Barry, big Celtic supporter. So he's in, talking away and all that.
Is that your brother?
Loves a shout out, doesn't he?
He's trying to get a new telly.
How you doing, Hagi? You didn't fix my telly, but alright.
It wasn't until they were in the fucking living room that he went like that. It's broke, still broke. I was like, what the fuck you doing here, mate, then? Get it to fucking up. And his mate on it, honestly, he's like a werewolf.
So you just shit
He's
for-
Matthew.
He's not an angry guy.
Matthew?
Aye, he's kind of, he was a kind of labourer guy. He was just left to carry the fucking telly.
Luke and John were in the van.
Aye.
Were you sitting for 7 days without a telly in the living room?
Well, I went and got my granddaughter's telly in.
What, we pink telly and all in it?
By the way, no, I'm getting, do you know, it's one of the tellies, you don't get tellies anymore, you know, unless you're in a dodgy hotel.
The wee boy for, wee Yilmaz has got one, isn't he? He's got the same telly as your granddaughter.
60 inch for him. He's got that on the wall.
Try to lift it.
The only room, because the 2 boys upstairs, of course, have got the tellies, the granddaughters get the telly, but in our room, there is no telly in my room.
Why?
Because that's usually the one thing when
That's
you go
not,
to bed.
that's not acceptable
I
in the
read,
modern
I go in
day.
and I read.
Do you fuck? What do you read?
I read books for fun. Aye. I'm right into books.
Name the last book you
I
read.
joined the library in Larkcombe.
We've Lorcal got a library.
Just a Rangers museum, Just a Rangers museum.
Annual, 1992 annual. Oh, look at that. That was a great year.
70s, yeah.
What was the last book you read?
Come on.
The last one, it's about the guy in Italy. I know it's a guy that's
Italy,
a Scottish guy in Italy.
Gattuso. Gattuso's autobiography.
And then the guy just
McTominay's new book.
gives you tips and all that, and it's quite interesting. But then again, I was talking to I'm barred for Italy now. I'm barred.
Why?
Lewis is somehow barred me now
What?
because we're organising about going out to see him, and he went,
He's
"You're
not
barred."
letting you there.
Every time he said, "You're barred."
Why?
Look, I don't know. That was my
Were you
behaviour.
behaving?
My behaviour last time was impeccable.
Maybe that's what it is. He's worried about you.
Maybe I behaved myself.
You need to start
I'm
a
barred.
BAM again.
Ever since you let Slaney and Ty in, man.
I know.
That was
Destroyed
fucking
all the
eventful,
Italian.
wasn't it? What about your pet peeve of the police today? What's that?
Oh, by the way, I don't care to give a fuck where you're going. An accident, I know, you nearly caused an accident. See, you go down the M74 past Bodwell, and then you go to go to kind of Bailison.
Yeah.
Aye.
So they've come flying down, I'm going into Glasgow, and they've come right across me, and I've had to swerve across, and I've just missed the guy.
Did you peep?
Got it.
Pete, it was you
should have said it to
It's
her.
like that, you're fucking... they're going to an accident, but you're going to cause an accident. So...
Are you convinced that the Polish just put their lights on to get through traffic?
100%.
I've seen them doing it.
I do the same.
Fucking unbelievable ambulance. There we go. Fuck that.
Just last time, did you hear Charlie's story about the window house?
No.
No,
Oh, mate, it's fucking genius. Guy, I can't build things, can you?
No,
He phones up a guy to come and build his
A window house
No way.
The guy
Wait a minute, there's a difference between building things and putting fucking toys up.
I couldn't have built a window house, could you?
No,
I've fucking done it, I've got 4 wings.
Have you, mate?
One year I had to do a window house and a garage, just saying. I put it on upside down and the
Right,
ring screws and all that, but I still get it done.
So the boy turns up, he's only got one leg. You need to watch it, Charlie, the way Charlie tells it. The guy ends up needing to have to charge his leg in Charlie's house. And Charlie ends up building the 20 house while the boy's charging his leg.
How'd you charge your leg?
Fuck knows. It's like a metal fucking one of the legs that you need to charge up.
And you got to plug it in.
Got to plug it in.
We should got to charge it up.
At Eamon Holmes, got one of them.
I've never fucking heard that in my life.
Didn't
You charge your leg.
Do you need to charge your banger? Use it.
Fucking hell.
Aye, you get
No,
one.
charges with the miles.
You get ones with like the joints in it. Aye, so that it moves. It moves like a, instead of being stuck.
It's unbelievable,
It
isn't it?
moves with the.
Talk about a shout out. Can I give one shout out?
Of course you can.
Remember the sheriff?
The sheriff,
Right, who was an unofficial sheriff, but his stepson now is a real sheriff. We saw it last night. What a man, by the
the
way.
sheriff's son.
Aye.
What's his name?
So,
What do you
Clay.
mean an unofficial sheriff?
Clay!
He was an unofficial sheriff like, in Montrose in Colorado.
Clay!
Clay, that's his name. Clay. He's American boy. He's like surfer and all that.
I was wondering what you were talking about.
Aye, so he was
the
unofficial because he went about with gun. He goes about with guns now. He thinks he's a sheriff.
Oh, right.
But his stepson's now a real sheriff.
Oh, right.
He's got a gear on.
We actually thought he was a sheriff.
Gotta be a fucking shootout.
I did anyway.
Oh, there'll be a shootout.
Oh, there'll be a shootout. Honestly, 10 steps, back to back, 10 steps. Sheriff and unofficial sheriff.
So you've got the...
You've outdone yourself there. Normally they go to the 1980s, you went back to the 1880s.
You took the two, didn't you?
So
No,
it's Danny's boy. So that's a shout.
How do you even become a sheriff?
Do you know what? I don't know, because Clay was a bit of a boy. So he was.
Do you not join the police?
What do you mean,
No,
how do
there's a
you become
difference.
a sheriff?
Is it a police?
There's a difference between police out there and sheriff officer. He's
That's
a
what I'm
sheriff.
saying, there is.
Aye, there is a difference out there.
Aye, it's
So
different
he's a-
departments.
Aye. So I think he
What?
deals with just
What?
banging
You can
them up.
be...
Banging them up.
You just walked about with a big set of keys.
Here are my fucking CV.
You've been a sheriff for
I
years.
can see him getting about
I'm the sheriff, I'm banging you up.
everybody up. Nasda. You, come here.
Imagine him walking about as this dressed as the
With
sheriff.
his keys, just all the big...
And he's reclining motor thing.
Non-official sheriff.
The lights on and he's
Dad's going down to Clyde landing his horse and all that.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Aye.
Unofficial sheriff banging people up.
Would you dress up as a sheriff on the
I'd
show
love to,
one
mate.
week?
Oh, on the show?
Uh-huh.
As long as I get the big hat and all that.
We'll get you sorted. Just quickly, we update on Lewis nearly back.
Aye, everything's going good. Aye. So I've been told to shut my mouth.
Right, no, can no
So
get
I'm
time,
shutting my
man.
mouth.
Nah.
Right. So that's how I want to be unbarred and get myself back.
Oh, is that why you're barred? You're opening your gub too much?
Aye, but no, it's all good. So because I spoke to him yesterday and he said, "Oh, he's in a good place."
Flying. Good, mate. Right.
Nice.
Right, lads, tell you else we're flying. SBK. As ever, the Coupon Show is brought to you by our partners at SBK. This week offers a Scotland special, with the SBK providing a 25% bet builder boost on this Saturday's game against Croatia. Faddy, you're going?
Yep.
Tremendous. Link to sign up to an account is in the description box below. T&Cs do apply. 18 plus, please gamble responsibly.
I'd be more excited about that.
Mate,
Have you gone
have you been to Croatia before?
No, they tell me it's
haven't, no,
beautiful.
is it?
Mate, it is
Is it?
beautiful.
I don't know, I've not been.
Oh, mate, you'll love it, man. What a
Is it?
place.
Right.
I'm not going on holiday.
But you're a bit, aren't you? When
really.
do you leave?
Tomorrow morning. Get there late-ish at night, and then the game's at 5 or 6.
Well, you get you go out for a bite to eat before,
Out for something to eat, aye.
Is it always what, a steak the night before?
Steak and a pasta on the day of the game.
That's what they do every time.
Seriously?
Is it?
It's alright, innit? That's where
You don't get it, you need to pay for it.
That's where your taxpayers'
That's what
money,
they go
that's where
for.
your taxes gone.
Aye.
Hold on a minute.
That doesn't even cover a starter.
Are you with Sky, BBC,
BBC.
and they don't pay for that?
No, you get expenses, but it's not very much.
Fucking no good.
Who you going with?
Liam McLeod, your mate, we call him Stephen.
Oh,
Aye,
fuck.
great lad.
Oh, fuck.
He is.
Uh,
But he's a fighter, don't mate.
David
Call him
Curry.
Steve.
Oh, we call
David
him
Curry, right?
David
Shouldn't
Curry's
he not been a mess with Steve?
No, I like Colin.
Aye.
Is he wild,
You
is he?
like him? Aye.
No,
He is a wild man of Borneo.
he's
Is he, right?
Aye. Great.
Fuck all, lose.
Have you
He knocked
you
the
twiddle
power off
about
it.
with his buttons? You're
Aye.
in you're
I
in
was-
trouble.
Oh, is that him?
You touch his machine.
He was angry that day.
Aye.
I've got
Aye,
to
oh,
say.
aye.
He's an angry guy.
Well, I
He's
put
no
the
actually-
full BBC affair, didn't I?
That's right.
For 5 minutes.
He's the nicest man in the world, isn't
so
he?
nice.
Is he a lovely
Aye.
guy, is he? Huh?
But if
Did you
you-
get a good laugh, Faddy?
Aye, if you fuck about,
Oh, he was,
you'll find out.
To be fair, I did apologise. Hey, come on.
I'm sure that would done well.
Nation League action this week, Croatia and Portugal. Are these two must-win games?
Well, no must win.
They need a
Or
win.
what?
They need one win, don't they?
Or what?
Or you struggle to get out? You get
Aye,
out?
but we
No,
can't
I
get
think
it.
if you don't win, your manager's under pressure.
Think so?
Yeah.
I would. Aye.
I think
because they
they've...
run their own fad.
Look, I'm not against David Clarke at all, but I think because of, what was it, 1 out of 14? And if you lose 2, okay, Croatia or Portugal, they're decent sides, you've got to say. But I think that just piles of pressure on Stevie.
So where do you think they get a result out of these two games? What one, most likely?
Oh,
Can I see it?
no. No. But do you know what? Faddy's probably more in... international football fucking it destroys me. I'm not a great lover of it.
You in the studio
do you know
on Saturday?
something?
No.
See, cause we're just,
Just as well.
see, cause we're just getting into the season, and then it
I
feels as
know,
if I've just
I
come
know.
off, the last international break, now it's kind of stop-start. I know he's
the same
so
all the
passionate
time.
about Scotland, but I was just getting into the season and
It's been the same for years.
I know, but
September, October,
Kinda
November, that's your
the wind out
national
myself.
break.
But I don't mind. Right, I know we've got.
then we've got another one, haven't we, in about
Aye.
3-4 weeks.
We've got about 12 injuries to key players,
Aye.
right? But surely that after the Euros gives a wee opportunity, some freshness
Aye.
coming in there. Okay, the argument's quite simple. Oh well, if everybody was fit, would these guys get in the squad? Probably no, right? We'd all agree with that. But surely there's a wee but look at the wee boy Doak now. He's at Middlesbrough flying.
Yeah.
He's got a few games under his belt. Can we do any fucking worse?
I think that is the look. It's you want to win every game and you want to have your strongest team, but there had to be a change for the Euros because it wasn't good enough. And I think the change has been there. We went to a back four in the last couple of games. All right, we've lost them, but the performances have been better, and you can see that he's trying something different. The freshness into the squad, I like it. And Doak coming in, boys like that, which allows you to play in a different way. We've always mostly played the back three because of Tierney. He's not been there, but when he's been injured or suspended, mostly injured, then we've still went with the back three and it's not worked. So I quite like the fact that there's new guys coming into the squad, a bit of freshness, bit of a change of approach. Is he under pressure for us? I think the performances and the way that we go about it is probably a bigger indicator than you must win, one or two of these games because you've got so many big players, not just like
Who's the biggest misses, the ones that have pulled out?
McGinn, you've got Tierney missing.
So do you need to take that into consideration when you're saying about him being under pressure for the next two games, the fact that he has
No, I think there's a lot of Scottish fans who'll not take that into consideration. We would, looking at it, but I don't think Scottish fans would. I think there's a lot because of what's happened. I think the Euros was such a big disappointment.
Yeah.
To get there was brilliant, but disappointed. And then he's carried that on. I'm not against Steve Clarke. I think Steve Clarke should carry on as far as
the press.
but a
They're
lot
looking at anything, aren't they? They're looking for something.
Do you think he should be under pressure if he loses the two games?
No, and the reason you've just said it's because they're missing quite a number of players. But look at
his
the
record
fixtures,
then
they're so
would be
tough. It'd be nice. He needs a wee result somewhere. Just to kind of
when do
get
you
him off.
so if this is a change for the Euros, where's the cut-off point? Do you just go all the way back to friendlies where different players were playing and you're throwing? I know that you're with international football, but you're giving guys opportunity all at the same time. So they're all trying to impress, they're all struggling to gel. And then you get to the Euros, which was a massive disappointment. How far back do you go? Because this is a different style of play to all the games. The last two games have been different. And people wanting, you can't have the same old. Well, it's different. So we're trying to build towards
Is it different
World Cup
because he's went to a back
qualification.
four?
And it went to a back four and the introduction of fresh players.
Right, so if Tierney was fit, is he still staying in a back four with Robertson?
Don't know.
So maybe going back to a back four is a case of... Well,
He's only doing it because he has to.
maybe. I don't know. He might look at Tierney as a left centre back with centre half.
It might go back to a back three for these games.
Aye.
But you've got... when you're bringing in, the younger players, a bit of freshness, different type of players, where you can actually play with wingers. We've had like the 3-5-2 or the 3-6-1 even at times, where you're changing an attacking midfielder that's playing slightly wide and a front three to mere attacking midfielders, whereas we've actually got a bit of speed, wingers, different options coming in. It's a hard job. We're in Pot A of the Nations League. You're going to be playing against the best nations. So, not to say you shouldn't be judged on it, but there has to be a wee bit of, we're actually trying to qualify for the next World Cup.
Yeah.
So we need to prepare for it.
So you're all for Steve Clarke?
The pressure comes from the media and it comes from the punters. I don't think it's coming from whoever's in charge.
Because if he is doing what fans want him to
that.
do and they want him to change to a more attacking style, it is going to take a wee bit of time in it, the fact that he doesn't get to see them every day. So it's not just going to happen within one camp, isn't it?
Manager,
But it's not been.
That's it.
It's not been. The last number of years we've been lucky where we've not had a lot of injuries or a lot of call-offs. Now we're having to to deal with the injuries. And,
While also trying to change as well.
and you're trying to change, and you're playing against the best teams. It's no easy. And I think that as long as we're ready for the qualifiers, look, it might go back to the way it's worked before when the World Cup qualification comes round, but these are still big games, and it's a chance for when you're saying, right, we're going to take tests against England and France and teams like that in friendlies. As much as there's no friendlies, they're still friendlies. There's no that jeopardy of losing.
Decision in hindsight, looking back, taking the
I'd be playing all the shite, mate.
No.
I'd be
See, it's a fine balance there, isn't it? Because you want to win for the confidence, and then when you go up again, you know you want to test yourself against the best, but then when you get turned out, it kind of...
But then there's that flip argument where people say Celtic didn't do well in Europe because they're not tested beforehand, so...
I think the reasons for doing it are absolutely spot on. So if you lose, then you kind of say, shouldn't have done that.
They should have just played Steve Clarke and the staff the night before the first game.
Girvan.
John Carver said that.
I was amateur. I used to play, that's why I done it here.
Is that wee Bertie Votes? That never fucking worked, did it?
I get that.
I finished it.
Right, for you, yeah.
Played Girvan every...
Well, he's went with a fresh approach and brought Craig Gordon back in the squad.
Aye.
Did he have to bring him in and will he start the games?
He's got Eamon owns his fucking scooter.
Shares a scooter with Eamon Holmes.
He'll turn up where do you want me? 18-yard boat.
What was that going on then when they held the big meeting and all that, and it was a big farewell and cheerio?
See, that's what there's a pet peeve of mine. People announcing retirements and coming back and playing.
He didn't.
Andy Murray was the same, innit? He's been retired about 4 times, man.
Come on, man. You're talking about two guys that... Craig's a bit different, obviously. I think the decision was made for him that the end of last season that he wasn't getting regular games for Hearts. It looked unlikely that he was going to get back into the squad. Can't believe you've just came for Andy Murray, man.
I know,
Fuck's sake.
He does live in a time.
New hit. He done well to just get back.
Big Andy.
Tell me, talking about goalies, how does Sander Clarke feel?
Aye, I know.
He's just been patched, isn't he?
He's probably number 2 at one point. Him and Kelly's obviously challenged for that. And he just goes to...
He'd have been playing?
No,
He'd have been playing?
How football's fucking...
It's
fickle.
Aye, it's it's amazing, but it can be horrible.
I'd have stuck with the boys at the Euros.
Would you?
Aye.
Liam Kelly?
Aye. Yeah, I know he's no play. I know, aye, because he knows he's been there, got a wee bit of score. Aye, all that together.
But this is part of the argument, right, so we're trying to shift.
He's a top...
No, forget about the Euros, but try to learn fit and shift. So if you bring in Liam Kelly and Xander Clarke, just because we're at Euros and they've not played, everybody's going to say, keep picking the same players. McCracken's in, young goalkeeper. McCrory's come in. I know he's not played much, but it's to bring a freshness to the game.
So would you go?
I get your point.
Would you go for one of the other two then, rather than Craig Gordon?
No, Craig Gordon for me.
Has Craig Gordon been good for Hearts this year? Has it been a justified decision putting him back in at Hearts?
I think Craig Gordon's a wonderful goalkeeper, right? But I do not.
He's a good goalkeeper. He was a wonderful goalkeeper. He's a good goalkeeper.
I don't think he's in top form now.
No,
but do you think we've got a goalie that is? Because, well, Gunn's injured now, but would you say he was in top form? I wouldn't.
No, he wasn't.
McCrory's not been playing. McCracken's not in top form. And then Xander and
Mate,
Kells aren't playing.
I could solve it in 2 minutes. Gary's door. You're not getting fucking beat. That's the way forward. Goalkeepers are fucking nightmares.
Jack, we'll see any of the new faces. Andy Irvine, Nicky Devlin, Jack McKenzie, Ryan Gould. By the way, what a story Andy Irvine is, isn't it?
Aye.
Remember him as a kid at Hearts, now he's at West Ham.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I went under the radar, didn't it?
He went away
Was it Austria?
to Germany and Austria, didn't he? Played in the 3rd division, I'm sure.
Wow.
Worked his way up.
Played a couple of games with West Ham.
Aye.
Yeah.
He was a rugby player.
Aye.
Remember
Nicky
Andy?
Hazel's boy, innit?
Remember signings on the day.
He was a kicker.
Nicky Devlin, I know, mate, I know.
See, we remember Andy.
Andy, do you remember Andy Irvine?
Nah, mate.
Rugby player.
Oh, by the way,
he was shit hot.
He at Murrayfield, he could kick it for fucking Tynecastle.
Aye, but he
This is a football show.
Boy, they fucking start getting rugby played at Hearts.
Away to Germany and Austria. Going to West Ham.
That's the same
Talk
guy.
about a legend, Andy Irvine. Of the rugby, wasn't he?
Oh, Gavin Hastings and Andy Irvine and all these boys.
You two are fucking fossils, man. How long ago was this?
Eh.
Do you not remember Andy Irvine?
Long ago.
Fuck.
Hang your
head in shame.
Do your Scottish history.
Well, no, that
Andy Irvine was one of the...
Grand
He's
Slam winner.
absolute legend of our game.
Grand Slam winner. 91.
I don't know, but I tell you what,
You don't know your Scottish history.
I was born in 83. He was born in what? 88.
Do you remember Pelé?
No. I know who he is, but I don't remember
Who did he play
him. I
rugby
never
for?
watched him.
You know what I mean? You remember?
And by the way, I like football. I'm not into
Rugby, fuck off for rugby.
You know what? Maradona.
Aye, I like football.
Right, there you go. You remember him?
was talking about that another
So Andy Irvine is similar to Pelé and Maradona in the rugby world.
Oh, in Scotland.
No.
Andy
Pelé
Irvine
and Maradona, I'm the Scottish mate.
Andy Irvine walks by this window, they know everybody's out there getting a selfie.
I wouldn't know who he was.
I remember Gavin Hastings, he was a bit of a hero, wasn't he?
He's still
Aye, he was a
Andy
hero.
Irvine was better than Gavin.
What about, does Nicky Devlin get a start at right back?
He's got a chance.
Aye,
He's got a chance.
great story.
He's been brilliant this season, hasn't he?
Who's yours?
He's been brilliant for a number of seasons.
Mackenzie's in or not?
Ralston?
Mackenzie's in
Aye,
or not?
But
Mackenzie's
Mackenzie's, is Robertson, he gone?
Mackenzie
Aye,
good player or not?
Robertson's
Oh, he's got
fine.
an engine, hasn't he?
Oh,
He's been another one over the
And by
last
the
number
way,
of seasons.
well done, Aberdeen.
Aye.
What a result to get.
but by the way, you got every one of your coupons wrong.
Do you know? Do you know? Hey, I actually thought about that on Saturday night. I know. I'm like, wow, that's a shocker,
Did we-
man.
Mate, I never even knew it was my wee boy who's
I was
12
the same.
grassed me. He listens to
look
this.
at it. Look
You know,
at
Derek
even
got all his games wrong.
But look at even
grassing bastard.
But look at the one that done 2 each, and then the last kick of the ball with Kelly. You know, it's like
The bookie
fine
basher.
line. Fine line.
He's a fucking. He's an informant for SBK. He's a fucking informant, isn't he?
There's a fine line.
We've got a Mo in the camp, man.
He's got shears.
He's got a shit. Imagine it was him and Lewis's company. Amazing. So, Devlin starts for you?
He's got a
I'd
chance.
like aye.
Like
Why
to see
no?
Who's the
Go with
commentator?
that.
Ralston?
Ralston,
I'd say, to be fair, I don't think Ralston's done a lot wrong. Right, but
Devlin's in form, isn't he?
Devlin, aye. The more I think about it, Devlin. Aye, definitely.
I
He's
think-
playing well, playing a team that's winning.
I think
You're saying this to be controversial. Why are you going Ralston? He's not playing. He's
No,
absolutely
Devlin.
He's in,
I'm going
he's been in
Devlin.
the team.
because he's been in the
He's
team,
been in
and I don't
Scotland
think. Look, Ralston had one mistake in the Euros, right? But I thought he recovered brilliantly. I don't think Ralston's.
I know, but
Many
see when
games
you've
has
not played
Ralston
for
played?
weeks and you're going in against
Aye,
that level of
that's-
opposition,
aye.
that's tough, mate.
So I agree with that. Devlin's
Mate.
playing week in, week out, playing really well, playing a side that are bang at it now. Aye, I'd put him in.
Definitely, mate.
Are you going Devlin?
Aye, I'm going Devlin.
I'll tell you what, we'll be on this programme
Against
next week and I'll
Ralston,
shove it up you.
Aye.
What, as in what? Do you think Ralston will play?
Ralston will play.
No, but that doesn't mean it's the right
Right.
decision.
I'm not saying that. I'm telling you
Aye.
who's
So that's
playing.
your opinion, but what I'm saying is I would go with
But who do you
Devlin.
think should play?
Oh, you go with Devlin?
I would go with Devlin.
You're
just
one of your
because.
fucking Sonora managers.
Yeah. You wouldn't. So what you?
Oh, this is
You're
good.
saying he's not playing well? He's fucking playing well. He's
Don't shoot the fucking You're getting a bit aggressive
No,
there.
I heard you were the angry man.
I
I was the angry man.
Fucking hell,
What,
we're
you
not
saying
doing-
he's not playing well?
Aye, we're not
Imagine
in the
their
left
team names.
bowling club now.
Right, who are we fighting this week?
I just think Devlin.
I'm shaking myself to go into left back here.
So I'll put this to you. What does Ralston get that Nicky Devlin doesn't?
I'm not saying
Experience at
that.
that level.
I'm saying the fact that he's been in there, he's played,
Playing wise though.
and Steve Clarke tends to stick with that sort of.
Aye, that's what. See, what would you
Aye.
go with then? But
It's a tough one for me because Ralston's come in, as Gordon says, a bit shaky at the start. His last couple of performances have been
Aye.
decent. So, as a guy that I didn't play regular all the time for my club and come away and played my country because of what happened before. Look, it's no gone back 6 months and saying, oh, 6 months ago he done really well. It's last month.
I just
6
think
weeks
guys
ago,
in
whatever it
form
was.
as well. In form is.
I agree with you. Look, I think this week is one where they'll be in, looking at them in training, looking how they perform and picking the best available. I wouldn't be surprised if Devlin played. I think he deserves
Aye.
the way that he's been playing the last few years. His story as well
And it's,
is brilliant, and I would love to see him. I would love to see him get a game.
No, it's story.
No, dear fuck. Ralston will. I'll eat your bunnets if Ralston doesn't play.
Aye,
I've not got a bonnet.
I'll bring in my bonnet then.
I'm telling
No,
As a pundit, no, you're.
you. He's working there.
Imagine him under the table. Doing there for 20 minutes. Come on, we need your opinion on this. Come.
That can't be one thing for the first 20 minutes.
Because that's
Just bring your recliner next week.
Their lines will be even longer at the end of that. Their lines will be even longer than it.
That's probably why Clarke will go, but I would like to see Devlin.
So damn it.
Because
Right,
it's back
okay.
and forth.
I'll take you on that.
Ronaldo was a match winner last time. If had you play against him?
Aye.
Incredible.
Aye, he wasn't. Aye, but he wasn't. He was young then, so he
Still doing
still.
all his-
Aye, he was still the hype, but he was. Aye, he was a machine. Like I remember a game we played, and he was doing all his tricks, and people were lining up to kick him.
Smash
And
him.
see, like the odd time he'd roll about and get the foul. He'd just take it, solid. Even at a young age. Aye, he was.
What
you
was he,
could
like 6'2" or something?
Aye, he's tall, aye. He wasn't probably as built, but he could take it, definitely. He was.
Did you play against Messi as well?
No.
No.
What other superstars? Henry.
Aye.
You call him a superstar, right?
Maradona.
Oh.
Did you play against Maradona?
Did you?
Andy Irvin. Did you ever play against him?
Maradona?
I watched
I
Maradona.
did.
I was at
He was a
Hampton when I
manager.
watched.
He was a manager.
Manager, that's
Played
right.
against
Did
his
you ever
team.
play against Andy Irvin?
Aye.
Don't know.
Rugby player.
Don't know.
Rugby
The
player?
keeper.
He might have been on the staff. We played a similar sides against the Scotland rugby. He might have
What
been
about
there.
you, superstars that he's played against? Somebody you'd call a superstar. I'm sure we
You
played
wouldn't
Rooney
remember.
pre-season, he was fucking brilliant.
Who?
Celtic pre-season.
Rooney?
Isn't it like kept Rooney?
Oh,
Bull, mate.
Wayne Rooney.
I played against Kevin Keegan in his heyday.
Did you,
I always
kids?
remember.
Now he's dead in Sky. He must be delighted to see him dead in Sky now.
Aye.
So I always remember wee Mickey Weir. He used to go down every now and again. to Man
Superstar.
Go down the same way he goes down.
Go down to Man United, and he used to come back because when I was working with the red card and all that, he used to rave about Rooney.
Rooney
He
was
says
a joke.
he was unbelievable in training. He used to go down for a week with Mickey. He was invited down with Alex Ferguson and just oversee it. That's him. Mickey Weir produced this man, so he did. I used to chat about him.
No, his dad produced him.
Well, Mick,
His dad be asking his mum, who the fuck's Mickey Weir?
nah.
Had his most to Manchester.
So he used to rave about this man, but then Rooney, when he says he was doing it at Man United, he says he was a standout. And I was like, who, everybody else? He went, aye, Rooney.
Was Rooney the best player you played with?
Aye. He was, like, see now they come to talking about Harry Kane and his goals and all the good players.
Mate,
Nowhere
there's
near
something that
Rooney
does
for
my
me.
tits in. I agree.
Nowhere
See,
near.
anyone that says Harry Kane's the best
Nowhere
England
near.
striker ever, load of shite, man.
Nowhere near Rooney for
No,
me.
I agree, mate. Rooney's better than Harry
Rooney
Kane.
could do everything. Everything.
Aye.
He was. And you,
Lineker was better than fucking
Then Rooney,
Harry Kane.
right?
Harry.
Aye, I like Lineker. He was a goal scorer.
Was he, huh?
Oh, fuck Lineker. Do you remember him?
No.
Right, aye.
I remember
the
watching
shark
him, but
Aye.
I mean, he blocked me on Twitter because I kept writing shit on pitch.
Remember that?
I used to tweet him all the time, shit on pitch. And he blocked it. And then you'd write shit on match of the day. Anything that he used to do, you just write shit on before it.
No.
tell you right
Shite
now,
sell.
Shite sell, eh?
See him wiping his ass on the pitch.
No, I've never seen.
Aye.
Oh, that's, fuck him. He's out.
Wiped his ass with a bag of walkers, didn't he?
Oh,
Walkers,
yeah,
piss back at him.
exactly.
Aye.
Alan Shearer.
Any other superstars you've played against that you would count as
I'll tell you,
proper
the
superstars?
best
Only
player
one
I ever
super.
played against was Douglas.
He's a superstar.
Mate, he was unbelievable.
So what was the best thing about Kenny Dalglish?
Just everything about him. He never gave his intelligence. He wasn't the quickest player I've
You've
ever
met a
seen,
superstar.
but he was unbelievable.
Soonest then you go with Soonest.
Soonest used to be a TV
Yeah,
football
he
superstar.
played that day.
Soonest, aye.
Soonest
Soonest
played.
was top notch.
Was he?
Cooper. I know Cooper wasn't he'll no be classed as a superstar, but you asked God, when was it, Ruud Tulip spoke about him. You know, he picked his world best 11. Who was in it? David Cooper.
Was he in the toilets?
Aye.
I never knew that.
Cooper's something else.
Any else count as superstars at English Premier League maybe didn't there?
I played against all the nostalgia's coming out now, isn't it, for the Barclays Premier League.
I had a Barclays
aye,
man.
that was like
Who's your boy more?
fully players that were like even JJ Okocha
superstar.
was
mate.
unbelievable.
Gordon Moffat.
Gordon Murphy.
He's gone. Who's your boy Moffat?
JJ, do you remember
Fucking signed him, he coached him.
He's remember JJ Okocha?
Aye.
Faddy said
Different-
superstar.
Oh,
Mate. Remember he done the flick your Arsenal seed?
Yeah, it's just
he's a baller, wasn't he?
aye that
Brilliant.
the league at that time was totally different to what it is now. All the systems, big athletes, and back then you had players that top draw players through. I was there for quite a while. It's hard to actually remember all the players you played with, but even there are no obviously superstars, but like Hierro playing for Bolton and
Fuck yeah,
remember him,
man.
It's like, see the other night, nah, I know, I'm not calling them like superstars and all that, but the young boys, Fofana, that played for Lyon.
Oh my
he was
God, he will be a
sensational.
superstar.
Aye.
Adeyemi for
Yerpsey
Bayern.
as well, I mean, the boy Fofana was top drawer. So it was.
Here's a question for, we're going to move on to Celtic, the TV deal in a minute, but what's one song that everyone loves that you hate? Because I had one in the motor this morning, it just came to
What song?
No, not I know what football songs you hate. It'll be the fucking Celtic ones, obviously.
Easy Tiger.
Did you like that? Huh?
Easy Tiger. Half my family know.
What was your song?
Carry a bit of respect here.
Do you know what song I hate?
Go on.
Take On Me by Aha. Came on the radio. Take On Me.
was it like that? If you was like that, I hate that version.
I don't like that either.
I hate that song, but everyone loves it. You just got
I like it.
Do you like that song?
No, you can't like that, Faddy.
I do.
There's a song that's that had a wee. There's the lassie. I think she's one of the superstars. But there's a wee squeal in it every now and again.
That's not a song you're listening to.
Your
That's not a song
your
you're
telly's
listening
new working.
There's a wee squeal.
Was it coming for the boys' bedroom?
There's a wee
Crossing down the bed. What's that you're listening to? Just a woman singer. It's a new singer.
It's a great wee song.
Just a wee squeal every now and
There's a
again.
wee squeal.
Oh, it's
A wee
incredible.
squeal in it.
A song, you got a song?
I'll need to think.
One
I
that you
couldn't
didn't
have that one with the.
Have you got a song you hate when it comes on, you really didn't like it?
Not many.
Nah, I used to all the kind of novelty songs.
Any
See when you get
heavy
up
metal.
and they're at all the parties, they're on 10 times at a party. Oh, it does my head in.
Any of that heavy metal garbage.
I don't like heavy metal.
I hate it, by the way. I don't. Nah.
To be fair, you need to go looking
Just
for that.
fucking banging and doing it. And it's just a big noise. Need a wee bit of rhythm.
If it's
Do
not
you like
like
a
come
wee
on the
bit
radio,
more
is it?
Mo, there you go.
There you go. That's true. Wee bit of Motown, innit?
Last dance,
Wee bit of
innit?
Stevie.
Lights go down. Yeah,
exactly.
last
Wee bit of
dance.
Stevie
That's it.
Wonder.
Fucking banging your head and all that. Get it? I'm not into
I seen
that.
these two slow dancing out there last week after the show.
Brilliant.
We'll do that. We'll do it at Christmas night. Yeah.
A wee slow dance.
Stevie, innit?
Yes, aye.
Stevie Wonder. I love Stevie. Favourite Stevie Wonder song? Doesn't know any of it.
Isn't she lovely?
Right.
that's fun.
Isn't she one?
Nah,
That's a great.
nah,
You,
I don't
come
like
on.
that one. I'm trying to
Your
think of
your
that
granddaughter's brilliant. Aye.
I'm trying to
That's
think
a
his
great
greatest
song.
hits.
Star Duke, nah?
I've only got one. There's two. Come on, Faddy, geezer and Stevie Wonder.
Superstitious, no?
Very good song.
Oh,
Gaze a wee
Happy birthday.
bit at it. Come on, Daz.
I'm not good at that. I'm not good at Stevie Wonder.
What you good at?
I'm probably a ballad man.
Right, go on then.
A ballad.
Ballad.
Right.
I like.
Come on, Daniel O'Donnell. Gaze one.
I like a bit of that sort of a.
Gordon O'Donnell. Gaze a song.
Well,
Come on.
by the way, I quite like Daniel O'Donnell. I like those stuff.
Again, is a song or no?
No, what the fuck am I going to sing? I don't know one song.
Have you not a karaoke song?
There's a wonder of you. I've sang it.
Oh, so you have a.
I was good at that.
Shama Sinatra.
Oh, Sinatra's the man, isn't he?
Aye.
Have you seen?
You're
The
not
Rat
really.
Pack.
Aye. You're not
Now
really.
we're talking.
His face.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Right, Celtic, what's your thoughts on them snubbing a Premier Sports deal for the top of the table clash with Aberdeen? Right thing to do with fans paying money to watch it?
What was the deal?
that the-
What was the deal that was
I think they
offered?
were going to put on that
Aye.
game as a one-off.
How much were they offering?
And do you know how much they were offering? Do you quid will say?
Aye. I agree with it. I agree with it.
Why?
Because as much as I like to watch the football on the telly and at my comfort and everything like that, but you look at last week, Dortmund, right, Celtic fans, and then Sunday, 12 o'clock, Dingwall. It's a lot of money. You know what I mean? Everybody out there's no fucking bags of money to go to Germany, spend your money, watch that,
point.
travel back, then a Sunday you're away up there. And
Aye. There you go.
I think sometimes, as much as TV deals are good for other teams and keeps everyone going, you've got to look at the fans. You've got to turn around and say, hold on a minute. Celtic fan, a lot of them travel for Ireland as well, as you know, and all over.
But most of them will be in the game, will be season tickets, won't it? It's not. I know what you're saying, they've spent a lot of money, but then think of the Aberdeen fans on the opposite side of that who, because their away end will be full and there'll be a lot of Aberdeen fans that didn't get to see this game.
But you look at the time, the kick-off time won't be 3 o'clock on a Saturday.
No.
So that'll be either early, late on a Saturday and move to the Sunday. So if fans are travelling, then all right, they've got their ticket, but they'll have to change their plans, travel plans. So look, I think it depends on what the offer was when the game kicked off. Look, because Aberdeen have started so well, we all want to see it. I would like to watch it. I would like to watch the game, but I don't know what the deal was. Obviously, you know, I do a lot of work for Sky, so I don't want to say, you know, it's right or wrong, because if it was Sky, then obviously I wouldn't mind going.
In my opinion, I think it's right. I think it's right for the fans.
Do you?
Aye.
But there'll also be loads of Celtic fans as well that don't get to go to Celtic Park because there's season tickets. You can't get a season ticket. You can't get tickets to the game.
I know there was different circumstances for Rangers 8 o'clock kick-off because of the run and all that in Glasgow. But I just think sometimes the fans get shafted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really do. I think sometimes they just get asked to do too much. Occasionally, fine. And plus the fact you're saying I think Aberdeen have been shafted for years. You know, sometimes having to come down on a Sunday at 12 o'clock and supporters like that. So I think sometimes as a club, you take a wee stance back. And I think Celtic are quite entitled to turn around and say, no, it's not going to happen.
Fans like the Saturday 3 o'clock
Kick-offs.
Celtic don't get.
I done it as a football player. I hate it 3 o'clock.
I prefer a night game.
Yeah.
Night
We're playing at half one this Saturday. I can't wait, mate. I'm buzzing at Celtic.
I kind of like that time.
Half one's perfect, I think.
And there's always been that argument for the weird teams, you know, like, because we're going into like Cloaks will go back in a couple of weeks. You know, why don't we kick off a wee bit earlier? You know, so it saves on the floodlights and all that.
Did you like night games?
Love the night game.
Did you, mate? I hated night games.
I always felt as though I played better than night.
What did you do all day during the day, Faddy? Just
up in the morning, have my breakfast.
Could you go back to sleep?
Potter about, have my lunch, go to sleep for.
I would wake up knackered.
Then up, match, buzzing. I love the night game. My favourite.
Sitting about the house all day, nervous as fuck. All day nervous, man. Oh, brutal.
No, you go to sleep.
I couldn't sleep during the day.
I kind of like getting up and it's a kind of a 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, even that.
I don't like
Do you know
either because it's a routine thing. Right. See when your 3 o'clock kick off, you know what you're doing. See when they move it and then you're thinking, right, pre-match, they have breakfast and pre-match. I didn't like it, mess with me a wee bit, but I loved the night game.
What would you do in the morning before a game?
Me?
Sit in the house. Even that, you weren't going to the ground till half one. It's a long time.
I done nothing on a Friday. I didn't like
stay in your house till Friday. Did you?
Aye. I'm just terrified. My legs would be heavy. And
would you before a Saturday's game?
Aye, I wouldn't go out on a Friday.
Fuck it.
Cheers.
You were at Hammond Palace, mate, weren't you?
No, I always prepared for the games, Dad. It was cheers and Friday 9 o'clock. Cheers and a big
cheers.
Cheers, aye.
What, the TV show?
Aye.
Making your way in the world
today.
Takes everything you got.
Ignore me,
Keep going.
I don't know it.
You want to go where everybody knows your name.
And Petite's ice cream as well. Sometimes Equis, just big ice cream.
A big tub. But see, if I'd done that, I'd look at my belly on a Saturday morning and go, I'm fat, man.
No, but that's you getting all your carbs in, is it? Well, just it used to be.
Yeah, there were a few times
you
with ice cream
I
look at your belly and go, you're fat.
So would you walk about the town and that on a Friday?
I'd go and play snooker and all that.
Would you?
Oh, fuck, all day.
Take your mate.
All day. We used to go to Hamilton when I was at Rangers
Davis
as well.
Club.
Davis Club, that's it.
Davis Club.
And go to about 9 o'clock, 9:30, couple of games of snooker, back. I couldn't be.
You wouldn't do what we're
I couldn't sleep before a game. I never had the.
That's because there was somebody lying next to you.
No,
that was a choice, that was it.
And it wasn't my wife, and I'm thinking I better get fucking in. I better get down the road.
Gee, did he, man?
There you go. But I used to take a wee sleeping tablet on a Friday night.
Did you?
If I went away in a hotel, I could not sleep in hotels. See that, in our day now it's different.
No, I still ruined as well.
In our day,
I've never took a sleeping tablet.
Ever tell nah?
No, I'm contemplating it now because I'm no sleeping.
Didn't get into that vicious cycle.
The only thing I'll say is if you don't sleep and make up with one name, I've give you wrong tablet. And we'll diagnose you next week.
Doctor that. Doctor that.
Your poor missus is running down the fucking laptop, mate.
But no, I would try a sleeping tablet now. That's the one I would.
I've got the very ones for you, mate.
Right.
Imagine what his medicine cupboard looks like, man.
I can imagine. Yeah, I have a doctor's surgery. Anything you want, just and you come, make an appointment.
Doctor that. Did you always sleep well the night before a game?
Aye, I was no bad. I was alright. before it, but it's in this day and age.
What about a Celtic game? Like if you're playing with Rangers?
It's more excitement, isn't it? Aye, can't wait.
And then would you wake up in the morning and think, I'm fucked, I've not slept tonight?
No.
Did you know that?
I used to get that all the time.
12 o'clock. Hold on a minute, if I wake up at 8, I've only 8 hours sleep. That's 1 o'clock.
And you'd look again, it's 3 o'clock, I've only got to get 6 hours sleep. Man, that was me every Friday night.
So that's how I had to take a sleeping tablet.
Brutal, man.
John
cycling.
No, I wouldn't be 3 o'clock, but you're still the same. You're still excited. It's hard to switch off, but
that's natural, isn't it?
you just,
John Lambie gave you what?
No, that's what I was just thinking when talking about tablets. He gave us fucking big.
They were eckies.
I was struggling. I think they were.
Eckies at Thistle.
Because he come in with a because he come in for treatment on a Sunday morning, and it was a guy that treated horses, and he put me
Horse tranquilizer.
horses, and the guy was here with the old wee bonnet guy and all that. You could see half the farm, and he was put his contraption on me, and then the guy gave me the tablets. And it's like, Lambie was like, you better fucking take them.
Did you see Paul Tisdale's linked to the Celtic?
aye.
Is it technical director of football job? What do you make of that?
What do they call
Is
it?
it
A football doctor?
A football doctor,
Fucking hell, man.
Same doctor as him, innit? I love doctor.
I wonder if he goes in and goes, hey, do this.
Palma.
Any man here.
What I will say is, he was the first manager I ever played against down south that I thought I'd love to play his team. Exeter, mate. They passed the ball for fun.
He's trendy guys.
Trendy as fuck, mate. Style. He was best pals with Ted Baker.
Aye.
Ted Baker kits him it.
Seriously?
That's his best pal.
Well done to him.
So the style of play is right up his street. Again, is that a good thing to have if that's going to be your job, that you see football that way?
What is it he'd bring? Is it the stats and the data?
Well, it's something to do with the I don't know. I remember him being a manager. I don't know what he's done since. I don't know
You went to
whether
MK
it's
Dons
good
as
or
well,
bad.
weren't you? Manager.
Aye, I don't know if it's good or bad.
Was he a successful manager there?
Well, he was at a club that he done better than what they should have done, mate. He didn't have a lot of budget. He done well. Yeah. But again, no, as the terms he's won loads.
Would he have been
the clubs he's been at?
Would he have been there when Ollie Watkins and that were?
Yes, I'd
coming
imagine
through?
he would have been.
Aye, because
he was there as well. Wasn't
he was talking about
developing players.
No, his first goal for England. Walked and he never seen it. He was at Hampden or something, Queen's Park or something. I read that this morning in the paper that he missed that, so he obviously worked at him.
So he's got, as you say, as a manager, his style of play, and relatively, I think he done well. He was managed there for what 9-10 years left, and I think he went back as well. So I don't know what his job is. I don't know.
Imagine he was just coming up as Brendan Rodgers' stylist, just to dress Brendan Rodgers.
Get the cuffs and the suit jacket.
Here's your
Wear a
belt.
waistcoat.
You're a belt you're wearing today.
How do you even like? He's obviously been a manager, but how do you even like go about getting these jobs?
But how do you?
Because you go on,
Because you're bringing, you're maybe like if you're managing an Exeter, we're talking about success, relative success. So Ollie Watkins is now talking about, does he replace Harry Kane? They've obviously helped develop him and set him on his way. And they played good football. He had a different approach to maybe a lot of people doing about at that time, where it was back to front and bringing big guys in and playing away to get results. So,
but he's not going to have influence.
That's what I'm saying. He's not going to come as a coach, is he?
He's not going to come and say to Brendan Rodgers, listen, this is how I played at Exeter, and I made one player. No, my CV, have a look at it. No,
but my point is, he's obviously thought differently at that point to make that decision. To play out when maybe a lot of people didn't, or play that certain way. So whatever he's done since he's stopped being a manager is going to a certain route of how. So Exeter are one where, how do you find players to go down there? Because you're not going to pay more than the teams in your division. So you need to find the right fit of player, the right type of player to come and play in a place like that. Now it's different, obviously got Celtic, but my point is you're then thinking different. So whatever he's bringing, I don't know. I've not looked into him.
So Exeter couldn't get the players that the top teams could. You had to find a player that fitted that system, but would also develop in it.
So that's
looking for similar type of players.
You need to get maybe that's how. So you need to get the players that you can't waste time and money, because you're either getting a player that wants to come down. You need to make sure they're coming for the right reasons. A bit like when you go up, Ross County and places like that. you need to be aware of where you're going. So you need to do your homework on the players, because you don't have you can't make too many mistakes. So maybe he's thrown himself into that. I'm just talking about how he's had to think differently in terms of the recruitment, the approach to the game.
If you were a manager now, what would you wear on the side of the pitch?
Wear? Suit all day long.
With a thong?
Suit, but I wouldn't wear a tie. I'd look good in that.
Just one button it?
With the fucking hair transplant and everything. Every time the camera went on.
Purple suit.
My
Purple suit with the face paint on.
Dale, what would you wear?
Just casual.
Trackie, like club trackie, or would you go tracksuit, man?
Nah, I hate it.
What he's got on there now?
I think
I feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable in shirt and tie.
Would you not wear a suit on the side? Nah.
Nah.
not a tie, but I'd suit with a...
What about like your Guardiolas with the nice trousers and a wee jumper? That'd be you.
Something like that. Casual. Smart but casual, but I don't like, I'm not into a suit.
What about you?
I'd be whatever I wear on the telly is what I'd wear on a touchline, or a trackie.
Like the club trackie, like Klopp type thing.
You're comfortable.
I think I'd go trackie as well, mate.
Would you?
I had trackie, mate. I had. Shirt and tie, mate. I couldn't stand it.
No, I'm not talking
But
about
even a
tie.
suit, I don't want a suit. No, I'm not.
Some used to stand out so that you get the camera quite a lot. You know what I mean? a big D
Yeah,
for
he's
my
wearing that
belt.
same suit again. That's 12 games in a row.
That's a good thing.
Does he even
by the way. You think a club suit, you're getting away with that every
time. Right, Lewis Palma scored the hat-trick against Sligo last night. Is there a way back in the team for him? Can you see him getting a chance again this season?
Well, this time last year, you would say there was no way back for James Forrest. Got to the end of the season, became vital to the upturning performances and consistency, and now he's there, part of the squad. I know Palma's been on the bench. I think there always is. As long as a player's there, there's always a chance. And if you're not getting on and playing in the league games or Champions League games, when you get an opportunity, you need to make sure you take it. We're not saying, it's amazing you've scored a hat trick against Sligo Rovers, but you can only do what when you've got a chance, you can only do your job. And I wouldn't say he's definitely out, but I wouldn't see him starting games and forcing his way into the team where he's in number one left winger every single game, but he could still contribute.
Do you think he's good enough to be involved in the first team? Do you see him at
I don't think he's better than what's there. No.
What about, so in the backup players, say Forrest and Yang, would you put him in the same sort of level as they two, or do you think he's even below them?
I think when he come in at first,
it's hard because he scores goals.
Aye. I think he'll get an opportunity. I'm not talking about Sligo Rovers. Listen, we could go and play.
I was going to say
you know what I mean? No disrespect.
To Europe a couple of years ago.
But
I was there, it was terrible.
But I still think they've got a lot of games, haven't they? They'll need a lot of players. Obviously, they've got a big squad. I think if he gets his act together, he's good ability, and you say he creates and he scores.
What do you think, Dale?
What's in front of him? He's not getting in unless there's an injury or severe loss of form. But
you think he's better than like a Forrest, Dale?
No, for me.
Nah, no way.
Did you ever have that at a club where you thought you were completely bummed out and you ended up getting yourself back in the team?
Oh fuck! I went for Rangers' first team. This is true, by the way. Played on the Saturday. Following Saturday, I was sub. Following Saturday, I was in the reserves. Following Saturday, I was sub with the reserves, and the following Saturday, I wasn't even in the squad for the reserves or the first.
What was the reasons then? What was
Snooker on Friday.
You seen the manager's wife, innit? Text the manager's wife.
I honestly, I went from there to there.
So did I. I done that at Rangers
5 weeks.
But it was different reasons for me.
And I ended up having to train myself, and I never thought I would get anywhere near it, and then I got back in.
How did you get back in? Just
Started what?
Started what?
Who was manager? It was a big Jock. No,
Jock
Greggy
was there. No, Greggy, and then Jock came, and then I left once after that.
What about you, Dale? What was yours?
No, that was under soon.
But you never got back in, did you? You just got bombed and that was your finish?
Aye, because I get threatened with that. I was going to be playing with reserves. No, I wasn't going to be playing with reserves. I was going to be on the bench with the reserves and travelling all the country. So the decision was made easy for me in that respect.
Was there no thought of trying to fight your way back in there?
Aye, I did that for about 6 months, and then it came to the close season, and then I met with Alec McDonald in Glasgow, and he asked me, would I fancy come to play for him? And I was like, absolutely, because I love the Alec McDonald, one of my heroes. one of the guys. I loved him as a midfield player at Rangers, so that was a no-brainer for me. And
so you went for Rangers to Rangers reserves in Edinburgh?
Because
they fucking...
I tell you what,
Hearts signed every ex-Rangers player,
and I loved my time with Hearts. I did. I did.
But see, when you look back now, do you wish that you'd maybe fought harder and longer to stay at Rangers?
Because I saw my big pal, Scott Nisbet, done that because Souness wasn't having him, tried to get him out on loan and that, but he just stuck it out. And finally, Souness, what happens, like managers leave, you know, and I've had to waited another year, and I still had another year in my contract. I could have still been there, but I don't think that, because what I loved about, I went and played with Hearts for 3 years and I enjoyed my time with Hearts. John Robertson's, Big Craig Levine's, I loved my time at Hearts there. So
good side, didn't they?
We did have a good players, good lads, so we had a great dressing room. And there was a few ex-Rangers boys there, but no, I loved my time at Hearts.
What about you, mate? Ever thought you were bummed out and got back in?
Probably at different times in my career. I always remember one spoke about me, Mickey Beer, when I was in the youth team. I think I was 17, and he pulled me aside and says, listen, you need to get your finger out, you're on your way out the door here.
That's what he told me about. Mickey told me.
What age were you then, Faddy?
17. He's like, they're not having you. It's only a matter of time, you're on your way out. And I was like...
Did you think you were working hard at it too?
It wasn't to do with hard work, I probably wasn't doing that well. Particularly for the 18s, I was always shite for the under 18s. But it gave me a fright, and I was like, fuck it, because it came to me from nowhere. Then for that point I just thought, fuck it, if I'm on my way out I may as well go enjoy myself. And then I'd say 2 months later I made my debut in the first team.
But Mickey was harder in him than anybody else, because Mickey could see the talent, he could see
I believed
the player.
I don't know if it was one where he's like, listen, I'm going to just have a wee
but you need
pop in
like
to see what he says. But I believed him. So I'm like, fuck it, I may as well enjoy it.
By the way, nothing worse. I get bombed at Wraith, and look what happened. I went on to ever.
Jimmy said that.
Put me right out the door. I was training down the Duchy Park myself, fucking on the swings, round about. But I ended up for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then he come back to me and had a fucking chat and come back in, and rest was history. But you've got to take the right attitude, because you know what like is you tend to go, a manager's this, and you blame how's he playing in front of me, how's the manager doing that. And it's not until you get into management you realise how difficult it is, but you've just got to put your head down and hope that something happens for you.
Cristiano told me I'd never ever play football for him again.
Who did?
Cristiano in pre-season, never play football for him.
Was that when you were big?
When I was a wee scofflaw.
And did you?
I went and played 50 games.
By the way, Big Billy told me that as well.
Test, innit? It's a wee test.
Test your character.
Big a wee grenade in there.
Billy McNeil told me that as well, after we played Brighton. Right.
Well, you'll never play for me again?
Aye.
Why? What did you do? Text his
I
wife?
was shite, mate. I was terrible at Man City, and he says to me, you'll never play for me again. And I'll tell you what, he was fucking right, I didn't. Never kicked it.
One guy who has worked his way back in, Hagi, then he goes and gets sent off.
Aye.
But that'll not impact. He'll still be involved, won't he?
He'll still be involved. He's a good player, so he is.
Red card, mate.
It was kind of. Do you know initially? Right.
I was listening to you, and I can see why. But
and initially,
then I've seen it, and I'm going,
I know.
That's a red card.
Do you know, Fad? It just shows you when things are slowed down. Yeah. You know, it looked kind of lazy. I even meant like that. Why are you just hanging a leg out there? Because you could hurt yourself in that respect. Because he was all right up until then. He was quite quiet. But he's clever. He goes into the wee pockets of space.
The pass for Czerny's.
Aye, and he's got that in his locker. But he's a good player. But yeah, when I saw when you see the slow-mo, you can tell, of course it's a sending off. But he'll miss a couple of games. But
did you say at the time it wasn't Adele? Was that what?
Do you know?
It was on the radio.
Right. Aye, it didn't look. It looked maybe a booking, right? You say, it's a booking. It was a stupid booking. But then when you see it in slow motion, it looks hellish. See, that's my argument with VAR. I think you should look at it 3 times in real time, make your decision. It's still been a sending off. Don't get me wrong, but it's when you slow it right down. It looked
I think just when you get a chance to see it again for the angle, the fact that he's right down on. There can't be any arguments for me. It's a red card all day long. But no, I don't think it will hinder him. And I know you're saying it's late, like you're putting out, you're maybe putting yourself in trouble, but he's not played. I know he's played with the B team.
He's
just back, so you know what it's like when you've been out for a while. You want to go and
misses 3 games. 3 games.
Two. But then they need him back anyway because you've got Cortez who's going about for a period of time.
He said long term, didn't he?
Aye, Cortez looks as if he's like a 4-month job as well. So they're going to miss him. So he needs to kind of adapt, and that's when you've got Bajrami in there who can play.
He looks alright, doesn't he?
He does. He's a good player. I actually prefer him, and I thought I prefer him in the number 10.
Better left wing, isn't he?
He's good. He's quite quick. He's a runner as well. So it gives Clement more options, which he certainly needs because there's a few there. Matondo will come back, but then how long for? Unfortunately, they've got to Rangers. Got a few guys that are injury prone.
Černý with 2, maybe kickstart his Rangers career.
And by God, he needed it. So he did.
That missed the other night, maybe you're talking on Monday.
But you know something?
You missed a sit like that?
What you get for him, I've not missed a sit like that. I mean, I never got in positions like that. But I tell you what, he's an emotional wee fella. That's first.
He is emotional, mate, isn't he?
Do you want to know what I did? And this is me, and it's not a slight on him. I hate, right, when you see a player score a goal and then they run to fucking the manager and they want to get the cuddle for the manager. I'm old-fashioned in that respect. You know, celebrate with your players.
Yeah, your teammates.
But that's not my cup of tea. I don't like that.
I'm the same.
But then this guy, he's different. He's emotional and he needed that. But he still, see within that game, scores 2 goals. First one's a cracker, but he still could play better.
But see the run into the manager. I think it tells you that.
Absolutely.
Well, deep behind it.
No.
Having Keegs in it. He runs out of Keegs after the Sky programme.
But
open the door.
I know. I think it tells you that since he's missed and the stuff with the fans, that the manager's been speaking to him and making sure that he's
okay,
trying to keep his confidence as much as he can. I'm not a fan of it, and if you were in the dressing room, you're absolutely hammering them. You're hammering them, right?
You're a wee Tommy McLean.
But I get it because I bet you the manager's done a lot of work with him since Thursday.
See, if I was a manager,
fuck off!
I would run away from him. I like it. You
ever seen it where somebody goes running and the manager's like that and he's running to like the physio because he's been out for ages?
Did you ever play with somebody that done it?
See, the thing is, that's what you're... Listen, it was a massive moment against Leon and he's missed it, so it's preying on his mind. But listen, you're paid. He's well paid. He's at a big club. Deal with it. You're going to get the criticism as soon as you cross that white line. That's one thing. You don't think because you've scored 2 goals next time out it's going to give you a pass for a game or 2. No, you go to do it again and again. That's part of playing with a big club where it's Rangers, Celtic or whoever.
Just call it the arse lickers that have done that you've played with. Ran to Matt Ritchie.
Because
used to run out at the manager all the time.
I know, I can't say, but I know one, but I can't.
Come on, say it! Don't be a shine bag! You can't say it!
I'm not going to say it.
Because...
No! Because she's going into the jungle.
Seen that,
Is it?
Looks
seen
like
that yesterday.
No,
didn't go off the subject. Who was it? Who was the
I shouldn't even fucking said that.
Who's the arse licker?
No, I'll say it
Whisper
once.
it now.
No.
Just, he's a clue.
No, on you go.
Where
Initials.
Rangers?
No.
It was, it's scored.
Who was yours?
Was it Hearts?
No, it was nobody at Rangers.
Aye, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Hearts.
No.
It's somebody that plays now.
Aye.
Is it?
Aye.
Yeah, is that? Who's he play with?
You may as well cut it.
Come on.
Oh, got it.
Any used to
I
play
had one.
Good.
Tim Cahill done it and he's scored his first goal for Everton.
Ran to Davy Moyes.
Right round to the manager.
Oh, you.
And we're all
Did they pie you?
I never scored.
I was on the bench, so I couldn't
Imagine
give a fuck.
pieing the... See that pieing the players and running to the manager?
He ran to the manager on his, I think it was his first goal in the Premier League. And we were all like, what the fuck are you doing? He says, I don't care. He says, he took a chance on me, got me playing in the Premier League, don't give a fuck. That's fair enough.
Somebody must have done you. Somebody must have.
How can you give him stick? You can't go, no,
that? Fuck off.
Good player, shite guy.
Who?
Anyone that does that.
Go for it.
I'm no for that. I'm no for that.
Did you play with anyone that done it?
Nah.
Never?
Nah.
What about the sitter, just before we go, the sitter that Černý missed? What's the worst sitter you've missed?
Oh, I missed the all-time worst sitter ever recorded at Hampden. semi-final, Rangers, Scottish Cup.
What, talk us through it.
I know I'm trying to remit.
Do you know who? I'll tell you.
It's in the warm-up.
The subs hitting shots at half time.
I never got on that day. I was half-time, beat the goalie. What was he going to say? I was Forfar in the semi-final. That's how long ago it was.
I'm sorry, that tells you how bad fit was back then.
No, Forfar
was
the top team. Semi-final, Scottish Cup. Top team.
Fucking hell, mate.
David Bingham.
Forfar.
Alec Brash.
The part-time or full-time?
Part-time.
They were part-time.
And they were in the Scottish Cup semi-final?
Aye, that's right.
Aye.
Void. Football for that time.
Was it David Bingham, that team?
No.
Well before that.
No, well before that. Bingham was
They were a real good side. They were sitting.
Forfar?
Aye.
What year was that? That was what?
80 odds.
1880.
I'd have been there.
80. See, I were founded 8 years later.
Mate, honestly. And it was the time that I went to replays and I never even got on the bench the following replay.
Because you missed it.
Aye.
Like, talk us through the sitter, what the Buffalo cross?
I think it was Coop on the right-hand side, crossed it in.
Put it on a
and the
plate.
goalie come out and he missed
Put
it.
it on a plate then.
And it just, I was 4 yards, tap it. By the way, 0-0 game finished. They were fucking great, right? Parked the bus. And I just goes to header it and tap it and then 1-0. We're in the final. Or a bar, mate.
Where's the bar? Empty goal.
Shut your eyes.
What was Coop saying to you?
I still have to take sleeping tablets on a Friday night to think about it.
You shut your eyes.
No,
What did you think? Oh, this is too easy.
That's what happens, isn't it?
No, I know what's happened. He's clocked a bird in the crowd just as the ball's coming up.
I was just trying. I don't know what I was fucking trying to do. I was just trying to score. Boom. But I was honest, I get slaughtered.
Dale, Mississauga,
Greg,
you remember?
I was never really.
You must have missed a big chance now.
Nah.
I can imagine you being a good, quite a cool finisher.
You pass it in, you don't need to smack it into the net. Just pass it. I love when you see guys just get through and they just pick their spot and just pass it. Don't need to thump.
Your boy does that. Your boy's a good finisher.
My pet hate is when you see boys try to take the leather off the ball. You know, just try to absolutely smash it. You know, just pick your spot. Just caress it.
There's been a few pet hits today.
No, just
You've had a few pet hits today. That's 5 or 6, you know.
I don't like when they just smash it.
We need to get that telly back.
Big Barry.
No, we'll get our money back. We'll be back in Costco. Costco are a different class.
Isn't it? Costco good?
Costco,
He
man.
gets his 80 quid back the more. he got a chitty for his 80 quid.
A chicken and a telly.
So, the staff and all, we were in yesterday as well. We're in doing a wee bit of shop.
Have you got a Costco kit? Exactly, you need a
Why do you
business.
get a care for that?
Well, the missus get a card, so just follow the missus.
She had a cake business. She's got a cake business, that's why.
Ah.
What about you, Faddy Sitter?
It's aye. As a sitter, aye, probably. I just didn't anticipate it when we played Italy. The game that if we won, then we went to the Euros. I think we were one each, and I played it wide to Kenny Miller, who was running. He running at an angle, but he'd taken a touch where I thought he's gonna shoot for the far post here, get myself run, and if the keeper spills it, I've got it, and he fucking flashed it across. So I'd went, maybe hesitated a wee bit, expecting him to shoot, got there and it just came outside my body a wee bit, and I couldn't get enough on it. And if I had, it was an empty net basically, which would have went 2-1. We'd have fucking dug in and defended and saw it that 2-1, and we'd have went to the Euros. Still thinking about it.
Vargas missed last week.
What did I tell you about him?
See when you shape to shoot.
I know I've had a lot of bad shots.
And the keeper sets.
You
Just
don't
take
like
it
him,
round,
do you?
mate. He could just roll Shankland. Take it round, but just take
Just
it.
do it.
Nah, I
Shape
don't
to
think he
shoot, take
can.
it
I
round
think
him and
he's
just
got
slot
to
it in.
do that.
You can't.
I would never have rolled Shankland.
You'd be fighting
You're-
to an
but
ass.
you're
He's
a goal
moving
scorer.
it. I'm rolling Shankland.
I would
Sorry.
never have rolled
The pace he's moving it, he's gone. The keeper set. You're shaping to shoot and just take it to the side. Fucking the pace you're going at. Keeper's not going to be able to
Don't
get there.
do what you done. Do anything else.
Else but that.
It was
He's not that.
too much. That's too much time. Right, so that's why I asked you what you're thinking about when you heard it, because I used to think with the time where it was, if a ball was getting crossed in, right, hit it this way. If it's a header, get it down the way back across, whatever.
I never thought. See if I ran through in the goalkeeper, I never had it in my mind, will I take this through and will I go right?
Yeah.
I just done.
Just done what came that.
What came to me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would
sometimes
go,
you did.
I never even thought of
Yeah.
that at the moment.
See when you're going at that pace, the momentum, just the kid on, he's going to strike it and then just take it away to the side. caress it in.
Right, the worst.
Wait, wait,
I'll tell you the worst finisher in world football, mate. You know what I'm going to say?
Where for?
Plays in England. The worst finisher in world football, and he's went for millions. Every time he runs through me, I would just walk back and get ready for a goal kick.
Oh.
Hold on, play with Everton.
No.
No, I said no.
Tottenham.
Ferner.
That's
Timo
Werner.
Werner. Holy fuck.
aye. He's not got a picture, it doesn't, you know. You've got to have imagination. Ain't you when you're...
He's like that, isn't he?
The worst finisher in
In
world football.
I'm putting it down to him.
Aye.
When
Worse than
first goal he
Vargas.
scored? No, Vargas is up there. They two should take a shooting comp. They two should take a shooting comp. We'll see who the worst.
half time.
But see that when you're saying
Too
you didn't
fast.
think, I think you have got,
Maybe
you
too
play with
fast.
pictures in your head.
Too
you
fast.
You kind of know what you're going to do
Feet
before
go
you do
too
it.
quick.
No,
Just-
there's no, at some point you need to slow down.
Slow down,
At some point, whether it's your last touch, you need to. You can't finish every time at full pelt.
Well, it's funny
You
you should
have
say
to
that because
slow down.
Traore fooled him at the weekend with Man City. Same, mate, too quick.
You need to slow
Didn't
down.
slow himself down. I think Guardiola said that to him after the game, didn't he? Just quickly, food, what did you say last night for dinner?
I had bolognese again.
Oh, did you make that? Right,
I
like
made it-
a
I
ragu
made it.
bolognese or
Aye.
just mince?
What do you mean?
Like a ragu's like a beef. Like, it's so good to it. Or you get a...
Ragu is just sauce, mate.
Is it?
It's just a sauce.
What's a
Ragu is
ragu?
sauce.
Beef ragu? Or mince
It's
ragu?
beef,
then?
beef with sauce.
So no minced beef?
Mince.
Is beef mince?
I had minced beef, right?
Is it when you had Sugo, the one in there? It's not like that, so is it? Because that's like a steak.
No, I never had. No, that's just a steak.
Steak
Sauce.
pasta,
Steak with tomato sauce. The ragu is the sauce. So it was
Yes,
minced
mince.
beef. Aye, I made it
Do you put red wine in it?
Tuesday. Aye,
You make your own sauce?
aye.
It's tremendous, that.
Ragu.
No.
Parmesan on top?
Aye.
Yeah.
No, you need to.
A wee bit
make
chocolate.
No,
sugar.
see that shit. My brother does that.
No,
Chocolate.
chili con carne. I do that.
Do you?
Chocolate?
Oh, aye.
Is it?
Dark chocolate and chili con carne. Aye.
Why?
Because
Because it's sweet salt.
it's no a dairy milk. It's dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
So it just
Cocoa.
makes it a wee bit creamy and
7%.
Sweet.
sweeter. Takes the bitterness away.
Right.
Look what
There's a wee tip for
try
it. Do you know, I've got a pet peeve as well. We went to Chesterfield last week, went to KFC. Tenner for a meal now in KFC, by the way. Which is
Terrible.
fucking incredible.
Shit, innit?
Mate, and you get about 10 chips.
That's terrible.
You're stuck. Mate, I don't get another burger.
The
Still
Colonel
fucking-
needs a
Colonel's
kick in the
fucked.
balls.
I'll get a wee man. He's a Kentucky.
He is, he's
like
fucking the
20
top.
minutes for that. Do you know? I'll get him the other one.
Have you had one over there? Does it taste different? Better.
Can't mind.
What did you do last night?
He's running about with unofficial sheriff.
Pie, chips and beans.
I made main dinner.
What'd you have?
It was out of Costco.
Chicken
It
beans.
was out of Costco. They be
Yeah, you're telling. Yeah, you're telling.
Here, the remote control.
we pan fried them, 2.5 minutes each side. The wee kind of they get chicken and all in them all that.
And you only cooked it for 2.5 minutes. It's chicken.
Each side.
You've got salmonella.
What are you talking about?
His dinner was deer on his telly.
It looked nice, so I just go it. Says Carol, get me that. And
So chicken what?
I don't know what it was. It was just nice.
What did you have with the chicken?
What?
What did you have with the chicken?
Egg.
Whatever's in the fucking sandwich thing. What it was?
So you had a chicken sandwich?
I don't know what it was.
Bread.
What the fuck's happening here? What's happening here? You're a grown man.
I didn't know what this was.
So do I.
A wee chicken thing, like
I sort of kind of pancake kind of type thing filled with nice stuff in it.
a wrap. A chicken wrap.
Chicken.
No, it wasn't a wrap, but it was
crepe?
kind of...
2 bits of bread.
No, whatever it was.
A toasty.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll find it for next
What's
week.
happened here?
It's in Costco.
Was it an omelette?
No,
what was
I
it?
know how to make an omelette.
What was it?
Don't know, I can't remember the name of it.
Did you have chips, potatoes with it? Or?
No, just that. Because I had a nice baked potato earlier on.
What'd you have on your baked potato?
Tuna and cheese.
What'd you hear last night?
Fucking tuna and cheese.
Tuna and cheese.
I couldn't.
He'd a boiled egg.
Wouldn't I like to clean your cage out this morning?
What
What did I have last night? I had a lovely seafood pasta.
was the seafood?
Just seafood prawns and mere prawns. I've got it out of a Italian restaurant. I've got to say.
So are we takeaway? Tomato sauce or like
Tomato.
what
but
one?
Sometimes I like the white wine one.
I like the white wine.
Believe it or not, it was Tony Macaroni. And I've got to say, and they sent me a complimentary bottle of Pinot Grigio to go with it. I had a wee glass of it.
Aye. Are you frequenting a wee place in Motherwell? A wee establishment, a wee pub? This day and age?
No, I don't get them.
No.
Who
Somebody
told you
told me.
that?
No, I don't leave my house. I even order in that meals for the rest.
years ago.
No, somebody said that to me and I thought, I'll need to ask him.
No, I don't.
Do we go for a cup?
No. Tomorrow's the big day. I'm back in
Is it?
my favourite home.
Lanark.
Right.
MD out there, come over and say hello.
Do you know what I'm obsessed with just now? You've had bagels with pastrami, smoked cheese, gherkin, mustard.
Gherkin?
Gherkin, I like gherkins.
Gherkin's
They're
nice,
alright,
yeah,
man.
Get a
Kill you,
ribbon.
gherkin.
Reuben,
It's not that, but because you need the sauerkraut. But
nice. I'll go for one in a
That's what that's where I came, was I put that because it came with a wee couple of dishes.
was it a burrito you had?
Something like must be like that.
What the
Fajita?
fuck, man?
But
Is that
yeah,
fajita?
That's what it was.
Enchilada?
Aye, that kicked
That's,
that.
now you're getting... By the way, you're doing all right. You went through every fucking
Quesadilla. It's a quesadilla, wasn't it?
Something like that. Aye.
Was it a wee wrap?
Aye,
And
kinda. One of them.
I'm genuinely baffled with what's just happened there.
What? He just said that.
It's probably cheese and toast.
Aye, burrito, aye. Fajita, aye.
Was that fish? Aye. And there a bit of fish in there as well.
Easy tag. It was nice.
Incredible. Right, we're going to do a cooking.
Oh,
Are you sure you want to do this?
Hey, by the way, go
did
and
we
look,
go last week?
look where I was with about 5 minutes
Aye,
ago
I
last
was-
week. I was right in there.
Just be aware of the snitch.
Right.
Mole, look, the wee mole.
Right,
Right, we'll get the wee mole. Yeah, you need to decide this amongst yourselves. So, Croatia v Scotland bet builder. Goals over or under? How many goals you want to go over? Be goals in this, won't there?
I think there'll be
Tight.
goals.
I think there'll be 3 goals at least.
Aye, I'd go over 2.5.
So over 2.5.
Yeah.
Right? Can we type that in, please? Both teams to score, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, for me.
I don't know, no.
Scotland will score. You think Scotland or Croatia will score here? Used to.
I'm not sure about.
Scotland will score.
Big McTominay.
Aye, I know. I tell you, brilliant Stanley. Done.
Are you going
Brilliant with Napoli.
Score, you can have the pick.
No, because
Would you know?
I right.
Is
McTominay.
Che Adams is flying as well, isn't he?
Aye.
Going for it. Scotland will score. Croatia are not great, just like that.
I think Scotland are going to win. This is going to be
All right.
tough
Do you-
for us in a minute.
You think Scotland are going to win?
Aye.
Right, I'll go. Right, I'll go with Faddy's
That company will be fucking...
Right, come on,
I don't have any expertise.
Scotland will score.
I don't think they'll
score.
Right. Aye.
Right, we'll go a goal.
Right.
Scotland, both teams will score.
Right.
Corners over. I think there'll be a lot of corners as well.
Nah,
No, they'll not.
nah.
No, no in this game.
No, this will be a midfield battle.
This is the one we couldn't get in the last time.
Aye.
So you want to go what?
Domestic, you're talking loads of corners. No in this game.
Well, you see the stats all the time. What is an
I think
average?
Scotland get a lot of corners.
No,
Look
no,
at
no.
that pish.
No, do you know?
Nah.
No.
You're not going to be a doctor then.
No.
There's only one doctor.
Nah, look,
You
I
can't
wouldn't.
manage.
I wouldn't concern myself with
There'll be seven
corners. If I was coaching,
Right, so we'll go over 6 corners. Over 5.
Over 5.
Over 5 corners.
Over 5.
Anytime scorer. McTominay.
Aye. Got to be in it.
Aye.
Got to be. He's in fine
McTominay.
fettle at the moment, isn't he?
And here we go. You can debate this amongst the three. Is full time result Croatia, draw, or Scotland?
I'm kind of edging. Right, what are you thinking?
Well, why are you going me first?
Because
I've went Scotland, but I'll let you have a draw. Can I let you have Croatia?
see, that's what I was thinking. Draw. I was thinking maybe a draw at best. There you go.
Aye. No,
That's
I'll go with the majority, but
I'll
I
go
just
with a
think
draw.
Scotland will
I
win.
think you can get a draw.
I think it could be a 1-1 draw with McTominay goal. That seems quite
Aye.
feasible.
All right. Well, we've went for over 2.5 goals, so
Well,
hopefully
fuck
it's no.
Nah, exactly. with 3 corners.
2-2.
2-2.
You happy to go with a draw?
Aye, go with a Desmond.
And we'll go with a draw because this will pay a fucking fortune. 9-10-9 2-1. So if you stick a fiver on it, you get.
Fuck all
99
back
red.
because there's no going to come up.
There's a song I didn't like. I didn't like that
No.
song.
What song?
99 Red Ones.
Ah, nice
Didn't
one.
like that.
Well, here you go. Here's a quiz question. What is it about?
99.
I seen that.
What is it about?
You don't know that?
No.
Am I the only one with a bit of culture here?
Yes,
Hold on,
aye,
hold
go
on. No, I
Aye,
don't
you
know.
About the Berlin Wall.
Is it?
Yes.
Is
Right,
it?
I didn't know that.
What are we at?
There you
done,
go.
mate.
Very
Well
educated.
done. There you go.
Look at how pleased I am.